What is up, everybody? As you know, last week's video was about egg facts, and he didn't really leave much to connect mine to. But you do see a fridge in his. I think that's kind of his thing. Kind of weird if you ask me. But today we're going to be figuring out what is the best fridge. What is the best appliance? Why it's the best appliance? And like what appliance could you live without, and just narrow it down to one appliance that is like the great almighty appliance. Okay, so first we're going to be looking at my appliances. I have a fridge, a oven, a dishwasher, a blender, Instant Pot, pressure cooker, a dehydrator. So we got a lot, but we're gonna see which is the best. Pretty much, I would say a fridge is necessary, but it's not the most necessary appliance there is. It really only has one purpose, and like there's some foods that need to be refrigerated and need to be kept in a cool area, such as milk, eggs, cheese, raw meats, stuff like that. But there are also some things that don't need to be kept there. Like people could have jelly there, mustard, ketchup, which I don't think those need to be there. Also, vegetables could just be out. People just prefer to put them in the fridge. So it's not the most necessary thing. I mean, it has its purposes, and it is pretty average. It's just an average thing we take for granted because we live with it. I mean, how can I'm overanalyzing a fridge right now. But I would say a freezer also attached is a bonus. So I would say, yeah, it's pretty necessary. Up next is the oven. Yeah, the oven's pretty necessary. You gotta cook your food, or else you're gonna be cooking like cavemen did on rocks and stones and fire and who has time for that? Am I right? But no, am I right? So yeah, I would say oven's pretty necessary to cook food, because you got foods like meat, which you can't cook. You could cook meat over a fire. Anyway, if it's raining outside and you can't cook over a fire, I would just say an oven for cooking, and it's got the stove on top, and it's a useful appliance, in my opinion. I would say it's necessary. As necessary as a fridge? This is hard, but I'd say no. Because, like, if you don't have a freezer, how are you going to make ice? And if you don't have ice, how are you going to keep things cool? And if you can't keep things cool, how are you going to keep milk? But with an oven, you can always kind of get heat by, starting a fire with sticks or cooking in the sun. So I would say an oven is less necessary than a fridge. Let's move on to the next. And the next one we're going to go on is we're going to look at the dishwasher. So the dishwasher, pretty much, it just washes dishes. It doesn't have a great purpose, because you could do that with your sink, which is pretty essential too. But the sink isn't really an appliance, I don't think. But I don't know, the dishwasher isn't that essential, I don't think. Best appliance is probably the refrigerator. Because as I said earlier, the oven can be, so you can cook over a fire. The refrigerator, I'd say, is most important because it keeps things cool that need to be kept cool, or else they'll perish and go bad and stuff. So yeah, My conclusion is that the refrigerator is the most necessary. And I guess that's it for this video. Sorry it wasn't the best. I know, still trying to get better. I just wasn't too enthusiastic about this. But yeah, see you next time.